Hey, Ryder.
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Right. So, always keep a jump jet handy.
All stations personnel. Start with non-essential personnel.
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew. Just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead. Here we are.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is... Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
We could see what the VI has to say.
Plants are still alive.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
Hello?
This place should be...
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda Galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light-years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7? That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer. As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone? That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance. And welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
Let's talk to that worker.
Hi there. We're from Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an arc? Yeah, we just got it.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or...
But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe. I'm Tyrion Cannons. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center. Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period. We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures agreeing across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand. The entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs. What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources. But that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance to
Ma'am, the
grow.
Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship,
Fala, Ivo.
you're
E
keeping
aí,
the
mano?
lights on. You have my
E aí, Juliano? Bom dia.
And when the power runs out,
100%.
You'd best
Não
go
vi nada,
talk to the
prestando
director
atenção
now.
nas
Make
legendas,
sure
nem
that
vi
doesn't
aí.
happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Ivo, velho, o homem é bom. Caraca, não tô enxergando nada, velho. Você recebeu um objeto. Ei, se esse jogo fosse dublado era da hora. Com certeza ia ter uma dublagem bem massa. No jogo da BioWare. Kroganos, cultura e sociedade. Krogano foi alterado de forma irrevogável pela genofagia, uma sociedade desenvolvida a partir do orgulho dos clãs, a conquista e a superação de qualquer desafio. A biologia deles são excepcionalmente resistentes, tendo evoluído a de ameaças mostrar a visão em 240 graus. Graduação em História Grosana. A galera é uma mente da fera para poder fazer essas coisas. Salarianos estourados. Deve ser a galera mais inteligente. Espécie anfíbia de sangue quente no planeta Surcast. A Via Láctea, com seu metabolismo natural rápido. O intelecto é ágil, a memória fotográfica faz cada um da. Poxa. Forças militares, né? Seres de ação. Turianos têm como cultura militarista que gira em torno do seu serviço público. Avistado no habitat 7 foi os caras que destruíram. Essas coisas aqui eu já tinha lido já. Vamos ver que eu joguei. Não pode estar mais aqui não. Escolhi alguns só.
Hello, Console. You and I are going to be very good friends. We'll get you all fixed up and ready to go in no time. As soon as we hook you up.
This is Nexus Control to
How the hell should I know?
Let's go over the document.
Spencer, you have a job. All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder.
Ela é
Maybe
muito
you'll prove your
chata.
father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel, not headed by Tan, or even me.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong. Something you want, Ryder? You'll have to see to your own ship. I'm not in a risk-taking mood.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Of course, Ryder.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens we ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
We came across alien technology on Habitat 7. It seemed to affect the weather. Your people know anything about that?
There have been reports. Failed scouting missions have mentioned advanced structures of unknown design. Whatever they are, they defy explanation. But with our resources stretched so tight, no one has had a chance to study them. And what if the answer was bad for morale? Suppose these things turn people into food. All we know is the Ket are interested in them. I'd rather not stir things up.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate search.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered, and as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Any more information you can give me on the missing Arks?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian Arks are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other Arks, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other Arks we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the Cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then, I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck. Something I can help you with?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know, it just blew up.
Find out why. Be careful.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the Initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic. You are Employee Writer, Salary Code 19B, Active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director based on current...
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? Viable planets capable of... We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at... For station maintenance, for militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyran Kandros. Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. The selection process saw the Andromeda in it. After even 7 worlds nicknamed habitats have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Well, you already checked the consoles down here, right? Huh. I think you forgot to hit confirm.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert. Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now resumed.
What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue. Anyway, well, if you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
E aí, Caio? E aí, macho? Boa tarde. Salve, salve.
Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
O homem é bom.
This is a nightmare.
E aí, 100%, como é que tá as coisas? Tudo em paz?
This is wrong. Just, it's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're
So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Milken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Milken I love him.
Cara, bichinho, tem que só fera pro cabo conversar.
No standoff there. Too small for lizards. Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet.
E aí, na sombra? Tá bem, macho?
Let's call it straight.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on
empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Caraca, não sei onde eles... Não vamos pensar...
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us.
Caramba, essa equipe é muito frustrada. A galera morgada da... É um desconfiando do outro. Não é Império ter aparecido a gente. Estou com você.
As long as the Nexus is here, as
É,
long
tem que
as
ser
we're
positivo,
here,
porque
we have a job to
tá.
do.
Esse jogo é tático, oxe, é nada. É nada. Não tem nada de tático. Nem tem como ser tático. É uma resenha. Mas é muito bom. Tô gostando dele. Porque essa parte aqui é um converseiro da desgrama, que é pra poder pegar informações. Ai, doido. Converseiro da cebola. De novo, vou falar com esse bicho.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Hira, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Quais são
What
suas...
fields do you study?
Tá jogando o que, velho?
I
No
do
momento.
planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff.
Tá do ritmo.
Space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better
Entrei
advise
aqui
on
só pra
repairing the
jogar, mas
damage it caused.
tô sem vontade.
Maybe Addison will give us a real workspace.
A mente tão cansada, velho, que até pra jogar videogame é ruim, bicho. Bora.
Hi,
Quero falar
Pathfinder.
com esse bicho não.
Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console.
Agosto em Record. Oxe, é doido, passa longe.
Consultant's bonus from
Passa longe.
How's that sound?
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb.
Pegou outra
Could you gather
informação.
more
Tô
for
no
our
Assassin's
comparative
Creed.
conservation effort?
Tá no Unity. Unity Metal Gear 5 e baixando no Watch Dog Legion.
What conservation effort?
O Metal Gear 5 eu não gostei. Não gostei do tipo de jogabilidade. Meu irmão, que ele é fã de jogo stealth, ixi, são som da fera. E ele não gostou do jeito do jogo, eu também não. Não gostei da jogabilidade não. Sei porquê. Até os antigos do PS3, os primeiros, tá ligado? Eu comprei tudo pra tentar jogar, mas até achei até melhor. Cara, que sono é esse, velho? Temos algo que possa ter acontecido com elas.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see
E o Watch Dogs Legion, eu joguei ele umas 3 horas dele. Eu achei massa, velho. Só que o Watch Dogs 2 é melhor, a história dele é melhor. É interessante, em termos de história, o primeiro é o melhor. Até o menino aqui que zerou aqui na época da Game House, ele jogou os Watch Dogs tudinho. Aí o bicho soube até dizer, tá ligado? Como ele saiu. Em termos de história, o primeiro é melhor. E eu acompanhei a zerada dele. Em termos de jogabilidade, assim, a jogabilidade ele gostou muito do 2 e tudo. E o Legion ele achou mais fraco. Metal Gear, gostei muito. O problema dele pra mim é a falta de chefes e locais mais fechados, como nos jogos antigos. Vi só os dois na demo. A rede de controle de danos daquele cara. É só pra saber informação. Não tem nada pra escanear. Quando terminar esse Mass Effect, eu acho que eu vou voltar pro Assassin's Creed. O Assassin's Creed como é o nome dele? O Origins. Vender? Ah, isso é pra vender? É pra comprar arma. Eu tenho que voltar, eu tenho Eu tô bem perdido aqui. Os antigos eu não curti não, os antigos. Curti de jeito nenhum os antigos, é interessante. Acho que tem um caminhão aqui embaixo, tem. Aqui. Opa!
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you.
Eu tenho um amigo.
First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year.
Ele é fã, bicho, fã perdido de Assassin's Creed. Ele ontem até postou uma foto lá no grupo do WhatsApp da gente. Tá faltando só um pra ele completar a coleção dele. O bicho gosta que só, poxa. E o bicho sabe, entende as histórias, sabe?
Yeah. Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do, and you're doing fine.
O Valhalla, né? Já eu não gostei. Eu tenho ele lá, a mídia digital dele aqui. Não gostei não. Achei ele bem clichê sem ser original. Ele até dá querendo dar uma imitada de Deus da Guerra. Ele é, sei lá, eu achei ele uma mistura de outros jogos interessantes. Em termos de história, talvez o Rogue seja o melhor. Mas não joguei todos os Assassin's Creed. Eu joguei desde o primeiro. Eu fiquei bem curioso, sabe? Peguei bem do primeirão. Eu já tive tudinho já. Cheguei, não todos de uma vez, mas eu já comprei todos já. Eu comprava, jogava, não gostava e vendia. A mídia física. Eu lembro até hoje, na época, pô, lançou pro PS3, um negócio muito doido. Lembro dos trailers ainda, a sensação dos trailers e tal. Negócios revolucionários, vinha a saga, mas... Eu lembro na época mesmo, hoje terminou terminei não gostando, aí depois tentei jogar de novo, comprei de novo o PS3. Aí no PS4 tentei jogar todos eles. Não foi, aí os que eu vim gostar mesmo da saga do Origins pra cá. Na verdade foi o Origins só e o aquele outro, como é que chama? O Origins e o Odyssey, né? Mas eu gostei eu gostei do Unity. O Unity eu gostei. Do Unity dos antigos, assim, não é que eu gostei, mas foi dos antigos foi o melhorzinho. O Unity e o Black Flag, que eu até tô com ele aqui. Assassin's Creed 4. Pronto. Aí, mas, se eu não me engano, o Unity foi o que a galera até parece que esperou muito, né? Teve aquela euforia e terminou tendo muito bug. Parece que foi ele, se eu não estou enganado. Bug demais, disse que foi bem... E terminou sendo bem massacrado o jogo. Depois consertaram o jogo, mas já era tarde.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about?
A história, tá certo, mas a história é uma mistura, pô, não tem nada a ver com alguma coisa. Mas a história não me chamou a atenção. Odyssey. Desses três últimos, o Odyssey foi o que menos gostei. Eu vejo muita gente mete o pau também no Odyssey. O Unity foi muitos bugs. Oxe, tu é doido, eu lembro porque até eu que não era fã, mas eu fiquei porque eles fizeram uma propaganda da fera, pô, do jogo. Eu sabia de alguns fatos, mas eu achei melhor conversar. Não esconda nada.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding things from me.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant's safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and skills when
fui botar o headset no sol pra tirar o mofo. Meu irmão, mofo da fera, velho. Chovendo pra caramba, bicho, aqui. Aí tá tudo úmido. Um mofo em tudo. Hoje foi dia de fazer uma limpeza.
Keeping things like this secret just makes everyone suspicious. Like you're up to something.
Alec didn't think others would understand. He viewed it as a symbiotic relationship benefiting us both.
What do you get out of
Melhor
this?
combate na minha opinião. Pronto, esse bicho Hans, ele gosta muito. Ele elogia pra caramba, Bonnie.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Aí tá chovendo muito também, velho. Muito frio. Qual é a tua região? Qual é o teu estado aí, sobre? Aqui é Pernambuco, São João, cidade chamada São João. Fica ao lado de Garanhuns. Garanhuns é uma cidade de polo. E isso assim, ué. Da cidade principal do estado, né? Aí Garanhuns é frio, é conhecido como Terra da Garoa, Suíça Pernambucana, Cidade da Suíça. É terra do Festival de Inverno, do segundo maior festival de inverno no Brasil. Aí, velho, é frio, velho. É frio, pelo menos pra aqui, pra gente é do Nordeste, meu velho. 15, 16 graus é frio pra caramba. Oxe, tu é de Recife? Oxe, tá é doido, velho. De Recife, meu irmão. Tô falando com. Tô falando com o nordestino original, velho. É, o pessoal de Recife que gosta de vir muito pra Garanhuns, né? Gosta pra caramba, nas férias sempre vem pra cá.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Recife, eu só conheço Recife aí mais Jaboatão, né? Aí Jaboatão, no bairro dos Prazeres. Minha tia tinha uma tia que morreu até esse ano. Ela ia muito nas minhas férias, tentei morar algumas vezes com ela até. Mas não me adaptei não, vai morar no Recife não. Eu gostei não. Ela morava ali perto do shopping Guararapes.
Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters.
Duas vezes. Quase fui assaltado. Teve tentativa de assalto comigo. Eu digo, sai fora essa pega. Recepção boa da poxa, pensa. Hã? Almoçar? Vamos almoçar? Vamos lá. Super Patrulha.
Super Patrulha.
Super Patrulha, né? E tu já almoçasse?
I take it you're based here in Sam now?
Assalto não é pouco não,
However, using quantum entanglement communication, I remain in constant touch with you and the
Que sono é esse? Pelo amor de Deus. Vixe Maria. Porém, uma comunicação com tantos fora da mesma longe de distâncias, capacidade
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports.
Terremoto. Controle remoto. Remoto.
Controle remoto.
Sim, não é terremoto, não.
Terremoto.
Não, remoto.
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same stimuli you do while in the field. This raw data enables me to provide real-time feedback and analysis of the situation.
Then Dad added the secret sauce.
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Acesso da fisiologia do explorador. Poxa, ele removeu. Capacidade de dedução. Cadê a máscara do Homem-Aranha?
Houses a sound, simulated, adapted, matrix. Each is an artificial intelligence designed by Andromeda to support Pathfinders and their teams.
But AI is illegal in the Milky Way. How did my dad get around that?
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital to the mission. Our design was conducted in secret.
Outros Sans.
So there are other Sams out there?
Correct.
Coloca.
However, your father continued to modify my own routines until the Hyperion's departure. I am the most advanced Sam in the initiative.
Bota na testa. Cadê? Deixa eu ver. Tá assim, facinho agora. Só falta ir junto com os negócios agora.
What did you mean by a symbiotic relationship?
Symbiosis is a mutually beneficial relationship.
Nicholas agora é o Homem-Aranha.
A flower provides nectar to a bee.
Nicholas tá forte agora.
The bee gains nourishment
tá muito
and the flower
forte.
can propagate. In similar fashion, my own
Só
evolution was
né?
shaped by your father's experiences and will now expand with
Só
yours.
pra tapiar
In
mesmo.
return, I provide you with capabilities and analysis beyond normal human faculties. We each benefit.
É péssimo.
That's all for now.
Of course.
O Super América.
O Super América?
Sim, Super América.
Onde está o Super América? Nada para ajudar aquele carinha da missão. E aqui embaixo ainda. Não é aqui.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
Here's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation.
Eita, senhor.
But at least we'll be doing
Cara,
it
que
in style.
cansaço, meu Deus do céu. Ui. Poxa, já tem 1 hora de live.
They
1
call
hora
her
sem ação, só
the
conversando. Meu Deus do céu, só sabendo informação. Esse jogo é uma resenha. Ele é o sonho daquele bicho de... O nome dele é... Elon Musk. Acho que o sonho de Elon Musk é isso, é... explorar mundos por aí. E tentar habitar.
Let's go take a closer
Eu vou
look.
fazer uma nave dessa daí que parece um planeta.
Let's pick it up a bit, people.
Colocar
We're 14 months
a
late.
humanidade toda lá em cima.
So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra next. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it, hold
Tá,
it.
essa é a
You're not
resposta.
going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not
E
just
logo
talking
cai
about it.
troféu. Caramba, esse tempo todinho o jogo vai começar agora, meu velho, meio. A outra live que eu fiz, que eu joguei também off, cara, eu joguei um bocado já. E agora que vai começar a bagaceira. Mass Effect, Andrômeda. E tem o Mass Effect 1, né? Tem o 2. E não sei se tem o 3, parece que tem 3, né? Até o 3.
Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Lesser crew, of
Esse é
course.
tranquilo. Agora em termos de espaço, velho, Dead Space. Isso foi. Tudo isso foi aí. Ó, já joguei, já matei um monte de cabra. Já fiz a exploração lá do planeta, lá do Zé Ruela. O pai dele foi morto, um bocado de coisa já aconteceu. Isso tudo foi a introdução. Caraca. Poxa. Hoje não, foi uma hora só conversando com o pessoal pra descobrir missões. Tem um bocado de missão secundária aí pra se fazer aí dentro depois. Ativei o bocado. Agora Dead Space tu é doido, Dead Space é sinistro, velho. Eu não gosto não, velho, de jogo mal assombrado que tenha suspense, essas coisas, não. Eu sou cagão só pra isso. Mas eu gostei de Dead Space. É toda assim, ela disse que ele tá na nave mais rápida dessa classe. Vai ser uma missão difícil. Vai ser uma aventura. Não, velho.
Every plan the initiative made is out the window. Now it's on us to find the way.
We all came here ready for a challenge. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
O Mass Effect foi. Eu vou lhe dizer assim, ó. Se fosse outro, já tinha desligado o videogame. Só nessa uma hora aí de conversa. Né? Que é o jogo, chama jogo filme, né? Mas eu não ligo não, eu gosto porque eu leio as coisas, eu gosto de procurar entender a história. Conferência.
Hello again, Ryder. Taking an interest in my strike teams. Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have 8 heavies, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Que danada é isso aí que tu escreveu? Aqui pra mim tá Dead Buida. Dead Be the Light. Aqui é Dig Light, Dig Light que é de zumbi. Já que você tem uma vista de camarada para aglomerado, posso te dar autoridade para usá-las. Vou cuidar bem deles.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts holding key positions,
Dead
or just distracting the enemy.
É aquele que é...
Good luck, good luck.
A galera fala que é o Sexta-feira 13, né? O Jason, né? Que é o jogo do Jason. Tem gente que diz que é o jogo do Jason. Aquele ali eu joguei algumas vezes. Ele era online, né? Ele... Deu uma agonia, velho, quando ele vem atrás do cara. Ei, irmão, ele começa a correr atrás do cara e começa a correr e... Aí você tem que coisar aquele motorzinho, né, o gerador pra poder ele... Ai, doido, velho. Não tem como não, o cara fica em pânico, eu fico. Adquirir pesquisa. Ah, jogar em multiplayer, mandar uma equipe de assalto. Você quer jogar essa missão da Apex no modo multiplayer ou mandar uma equipe de assalto? Ah, já é outro tipo de jogo, velho. Já é outra coisa aqui, o cara sair da história. Ó, bicho, eu não gosto de jogo que não seja linear, tá ligado? É jogo com muita informação, mistura tudo e você que tem que tentar adivinhar. Eu fico doidinho, velho, com um jogo assim. Olha, eu tô vendo já isso aqui. Tem de tudo pra você querer fazer. Aí você fica só rodando, velho, só conversando água. Não vai ao ponto. Mas o que dava medo eram os assassinos stealth. A bruxa e o médico. Vote, larguei.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control.
Eu vi esse negócio da bruxa e o médico. Aí agora tem, ou você tem que comprar ou desbloquear o negócio assim. Eu vi alguns dias, eu acho. Da época que lançou do PlayStation. Ficaremos longe de problemas, ainda estou aprendendo.
I'm new to this. Being a pathfinder running a ship.
You'll be fine. As for the ship, I can help. I knew the Tempest when she was a blueprint. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
Se eu não me engano, deu até na Plus. Eu acho que foi quando deu na Plus, ou ele era gratuito, alguma coisa. Aí juntamos uns amigos pra jogar, pra experimentar. Aí lembro que a experiência foi meio...
Everything's secure if you're ready.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
I guess we have to be.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command
É
access
muita conversa, já tô me abusando.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
Não, pelo amor de Deus, é conversa demais. Eu vou deixar aqui paradinho um instantinho aqui que eu vou almoçar, que eu já tô ficando nervoso já. Hoje deve estar cheio de assassinos. Oi, show. Somos a esperança da Nexus. Continue olhando.
I never planned to be Pathfinder. But we're the Milky Way's best.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
Hoje deve estar cheio de assassinos.
Two Eos then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
Two failed outposts put an end to the idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Ah, é pra usar o mapa.
It's so wonderful to meet. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus science team.
What do you mean, liaison? Are you gonna tell on me?
Of course not. Not interested in politics. I advise only on the science. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
Will this be useful to my mission?
It's extraordinary what we can learn from Dirk's profile, what lived and died here, how our own plants might fare. Anyway, the Milky Way was just a corner of a vast... We're the one...
I guarded a mass relay for some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
But don't you want to experience everything firsthand? I know I'd want to.
Oh, absolutely. But I know my strengths. Trust me, I'm far more useful to you in the laboratory. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then. Ryder.
I take it you work closely with the Nexus science team?
I try to keep in contact with them. We discuss anything and everything we discover out here. After all, many brains are better than one. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of.
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
It confused me too. I mean, the light lag would have made any data too... So I asked
You're kidding? Those killer robots we had in the Milky Way?
Those exact... According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay.
A what now?
It operated... We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the galaxy, though. Maybe we'll never know.
Did my dad know about this? Why didn't he tell me?
It's possible he didn't know. The Geth are isolationists and hostile. Using the info, even obtaining it in the first place, probably crossed a lot of boundaries.
How long have you been awake in Helios?
Not as long as some. Missed the entire mess of the uprising, thank heaven. I was defrosted to replace an exiled member of the team. Not that there was much science to do for the longest time.
So what did you do?
Helped wherever I could. Made plans for science we would eventually do. Spent some time on an investigation. Who's essential, who's not, who gets what. I don't want to do that again.
That plan exists? Where is it?
I don't know. I hope it's gone. Burned. We have a Pathfinder now. We're going to be okay.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probable.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to heal you.
Why did you?
What can I say? I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half-finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right. After all, Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Cheer up, Carlo. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Anomaly detected.
Caraca.
Anomaly detected. Anomaly on sensors. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Oxi, aí.
Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly detected. Deploying probe. Getting a scan. I'm picking up something.
Oxe, voltou pra lá de novo. Oxe. Fuleiragem da poxa.
I think Lexi wanted to speak to you.
Certo, ela mostra a visão do sistema, mas...
Probe's launched. I found something.
About as far as the Nexus surveyors could get before, well...
Let's see what's waiting here. I'm picking up something. Probe's launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
System, Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit. Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Satellite detected. Anomaly on sensors. Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready. Gallo. All right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multi-sensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What?
You said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
I think I'm still messed up by what happened with my dad.
There hasn't been much time to process it.
No. I mean, I think I'm still feeling it. Like... hearing things, other than Sam.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and, ultimately, hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If EOS is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make EOS up. Door's getting emergency power, but it's code-locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes. This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came on nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our corpse. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time I wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Swept away. His wife is still in cryo.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay. I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
We're not the only ones interested in what happened.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking? It's a hellscape. Finding girls on my case to prove positive. Put on a brave face, Ferris.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect...
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Guess that ship wasn't Kent then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy. Making an honest living by... Wait, Ryder? As in Pathfinder? The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Is it smarter to hide and hope? Or take a chance that might save this whole planet?
I remember when people used to talk like that. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
We've got company.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
You took down all those cat... Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. If the structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet, it's worth investigation.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is powerful alien tech. We need to respect it. Go slow.
For sure. We'll follow your lead.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
So if that structure can make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Cara, cabeçada.